more centered around trading, just straight up trading, trading concepts, support resistance, all that stuff, getting better on the charts. But tonight, we want to talk about how to build our business, more of the mechanics of building our business is what we want to get into tonight. So I'm just going to do a little bit of an intro to what we're going to be talking about, and then I'll bring Tobias on. So let me start here. This is something that'll be familiar to everyone. It's at the top of every presentation. It's the good old faithful cash flow quadrant. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
All right, yeah. Cool. Good. So the cash flow quadrant, right? On the left side is where most of us currently are. We have a job that we may or may not like, probably in most cases may not, or you may have a profession that you do that takes up time. You probably like what you do, but it takes up a lot of time, and you're having an issue where you're spending more time, but it's difficult to make more money doing what you're doing. And there's only so much time in the day, so much punishment that your body can handle in some cases, or you're just not getting the same rate of return for the amount of work that you're putting in, and you're not seeing it grow and increase. So we all got into this business of trading and of building because we wanted to find a way to maximize our time and maximize the growth of our money, right? So we wanted to be business owners and we wanted to be investors. So we learned how to trade so that we could become investors. We decided to become independent business owners so that we could, be business owners. So on this side over here, we're talking about leveraging our income, our money, the current income that we make by investing it in the market. And then we want to learn how to leverage other people's efforts and systems in order to grow our business. So what does it take to grow a business? What are the things that we have to do, and why do we have to do them in order to grow our business? So let's just relate it to our everyday jobs. Myself, I've been in sales for 5 years now, technology sales. I sell software. So there's certain activities that I have to do every day, right? Every week. And I have a manager that I report to, that I answer to. He's following up with me to make sure I'm doing these activities. So what are those activities? So each day I have to prospect. I'm in sales, so I have to go out there and find customers to buy our software. So every day, and how do I go about doing it? Each day I have a block or call block, 3 hours every morning between 8:30 and 11:30. I have to find people to call each and every day and talk to them, see if they're in the market for the software that we offer, see what they're doing, see what plans that they have coming up. I have to call them every day. And I can't show up at work the next day and not have anybody to call. So I have to find more and more people to call each day to introduce our software to, or even existing customers. As we introduce new products, I have to talk to existing customers in order to talk to them about the new products and see if they're making any changes in their environment, that sort of thing. So I do that every morning. So I have to have that structure in my day, or else it won't happen. I heard somebody say that wealthy people, successful people, do the things that they don't like to do first. So I don't necessarily enjoy prospecting, but it has to happen in order for me to grow my territory, in order for me to hit my quota. So I have to do it first. I do that first thing in the morning, hit the phones, smiling and dialing, talking about how amazing our software is. So I have to have that structure in the day. Then in the afternoons, I have opportunities or deals that I'm working on that I have to follow up on. I have to do follow-ups, I have to get updates, see where people are in the course of their projects, right? To determine what the next step is for them, help them determine what the next step is for them. I act as a consultant, a sales consultant. While they're working on their project, I am seeing where they are, seeing where my software, my solution fits in, and helping them get to the finish line. And what I did in the beginning on the first call, when I finally got them to talk to me, is I determined what their goals were. So I'm trying to walk back through, starting at the beginning to see how we can help them reach those goals. So I got call blocks, I have follow-ups. I also have a team. I work in a pod. So the three of us, it's three guys, we share a number. So my team and I, we have to communicate each and every day on how our deals are looking and what we're doing, what we need to be rolling up to management as far as our forecast. They gave us a quota. Our quota is our goal. Plain and simple. The quota is the goal. So the management has set a quota. They've set a goal for us to hit. So we have to manage our business and our activities so that we can be successful at hitting the goal that's set in front of us. Also, so we get together, we talk, we do our forecasting, we come up with plans to fill in the gaps when it looks like we're falling short. Now, if we don't do all this stuff, then the company doesn't make money. If the company doesn't make money, I don't get to keep a job. So as we're making this transition from the left side of this cash flow quadrant as employees over to the business owner and investor side, we have to incorporate these same tactics, these same activities into our business. The prospecting has to happen. We have to set goals for ourselves each and every month. I have a monthly goal. I get a quarterly goal, and I take that and I break it down into a monthly goal. So I know what my revenue number is that I have to hit. So then I have to set up my activities, look at what activities I'm doing and set that up so that each day I'm making and taking steps towards that monthly goal, which will help me reach my overarching quarterly goal, right? Then I have to figure out how to structure my day in order to fit all those activities in, right? The prospecting in the morning, the follow-ups in the afternoon, the meetings with new customers, the demos I have to do, the meetings with my team. Also in there's training. I have to continuously be learning about the new products that we're putting out as we make updates to it. Have to continuously be learning about that. So this is, we can look at what a lot of us do in our daily jobs. And even if it's not sales, there's something that you have to do every day in order to achieve the goal that your manager is placed in front of you and that his manager is placed in front of him. I'm sorry, his or her. Let me not leave the ladies out. So we have to look at our business from the same aspect. Only difference is we don't have a manager to report to. So that's where we have to begin to develop that self-discipline in ourselves, do the work, do the mental work to develop that self-discipline in order to manage ourselves to success. Because there's no way to get to success without self-discipline. So with that said, guys, Tobias is going to come on. Give it up for him because the way he's been growing over this past 4, 5, 6 months has been just phenomenal. And this team has been growing right along with him. I'm watching it before my very eyes, and it's really amazing to see. He's going to help us tonight by going over some of the tactics, some of the things that we have to do, those activities that I'm talking about, we have to do every day to structure our way to success, to set those goals and to determine what those activities need to be in order for us to hit those. So Tobias, if you would come and help the team out, please, sir.
Hey, appreciate you, brother. Can you hear me?
I do.
Absolutely.
Just fine.
Absolutely. Can you stop sharing your screen?
Yep. Let's hit the button, stop share. All right. It is all yours, sir.
Okay, cool. Can you guys see the board at all? Might be a little low.
Yep. Yeah, we see it.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. I appreciate the time. We haven't had a blueprint training in a while because we've been getting on the bingo, but I wanted to get back on this because we're kicking off Central Georgia. We're moving in close. We got a month almost going for Blueprint Live, March 13th. So we want to make sure that we are fully focused on what we want to do, the goals we want to hit. Guys, I want to celebrate everyone hitting their goal by March 13th. So we want to make sure that that we're doing the activities necessary. And I asked Brian to get on because as many of you may know, me and Brian were co-workers at Veeam Software, guys. We sold millions of dollars of a software that we do not use. Like literally millions of dollars of a software that I cannot tell you how to use it. but we sold it every single day without question. And with our business, with what we're doing here, whether it's building or trading. So if you're focusing on the trade, it's still certain things you have to do on a daily basis in order to be proficient and become an expert when it comes to trading. So, but tonight again, we're talking about building, because guys, if they're going to pay us to talk about money, we should be talking to everybody. Like, we should not have a problem having a conversation. But a lot of the things about it, and why a part of the blueprint is to calm down. We're not salesmen. Even at Veeam, we weren't salesmen. We didn't sell anything. We're looking for a problem. Like Brian said, we're looking for a problem that they had and trying to figure out if our solution was a fit for their business. Too many times, we just want to get on the phone and say, hey, man, we about to get rich on this Forex. Hey, man, we need to get to the bag. Hey, man, we need to do this. That might work for a certain demographic. Last time I checked, most people within our organization were 30 plus maybe. So we've been around the block. We've been approached. We've been recruited. We might even been a part of network marketing. So we know the jargon. We see it coming a mile away. We see it coming. You're like, oh, here we go. You get a random message from somebody you haven't talked to in a long time, and you're like, what they want? Oh, they're trying to recruit me. So they automatically put a wall up. So I want to encourage you to practice certain disciplines. Practice certain disciplines and don't get into the negative. Negative. Negative is the only thing I can say, because certain things will turn people off automatically, especially on social media. And we have to be careful with social media because how Forex has been marketed over the last year or so. So we have to keep that in mind when we're approaching people about this opportunity. So, but tonight we're going to focus on step 3 and step 4, really, of the blueprint. That's what we want to focus on. And I want you to understand, remember this, and Tamika used to tell me this all the time. Your team is not going to look like what you want it to look like. The first 3 people that I sponsored to go platinum 150, quit, gone, left, don't know what they're doing, don't talk anymore. But that's a part of the business. I can either sit there and be like, man, why did they quit? It doesn't matter. Like, literally, it doesn't matter. And the thing about it, when you, because I had somebody say this, the normal phrase that we're here all the time, that, oh, the person at the top make all the money. Okay, let's look at the top. Who is at the top of our organization? David, C750, M1ETA. Let's just say you decide, you know what? Sick of this. Tired of paying this $175 a month. I ain't making no money. The guy at the top making all the money. Do you think that David would notice you quit? 70,000 customers in his organization. Do you think he would notice that you quit? Bass Grant, C50. Well over 5,000 people in his organization. He might check on you, because Bass is that type of guy. He's a blue person. He might, hey, everything all right? We good? Like, but do you really think he's not going to continue to go to Chairman 100? So when you hear people say stuff like, the guy at the top make all the money, stop counting people's pockets, number one. And number two, they don't care. We have to focus on our goals and our dreams. Whatever brought you into this business, whatever you saw in this opportunity, whatever you saw that fits your life and whatever it is you want to do, and it has to be bigger than money. It has to be bigger than money, because you'll quit. If it's just about money, you'll quit. If it has to be, I want to retire from my job in the next 12 to 18 months. I want to pay off my mom's home. I want to pay my kids' college tuition. Like, we have to figure out what that why is, right? I don't put that in the blueprint because that's a personal thing. We have conversations and we slowly learn each other. When people come to the fire, and that's the thing about it, I don't try to pull people into the fire. I don't. Maybe that's something I need to work on. But I just try to make the fire bigger so they have no choice but to come to the fire. Like, it's going to happen with or without you. So I hope you jump into this fire, right? So we want to make sure that we're focusing on certain things. So first thing, Brian talked about prospecting. Guys, find a problem to talk about with the people. I use Brian for an example. I had a conversation with Brian. This is a contact sport. It's not, I'm gonna send this YouTube video to everybody in my phone and hope somebody replies. It's not that. It's, hey, Brian, you got a minute? I want to talk to you. Now, keep in mind, Brian, one of my best friends now. But when I approached Brian, he thought I was a knucklehead and didn't know how to read, seriously. So we had a conversation and I flat out asked him, are you open to pyramid schemes? Like, what do you mean? I like network marketing because I want to get the elephant out the way. Let's get the whole elephant out the way. We had a conversation. He took a look at the information and he gave me an answer that, hey, right now is not the time. Got a lot going on. Just got in my new position, trying to focus on that. Follow up with me probably about 6 months. Cool, not a problem. You know what I did 6 months later? I followed up. I'm not trying to force anybody in. Because if you force them in, if you drag them in, and you got to get them in, you got to force them to get on the call. You got to force them to do this. You got to force. That's not what I'm tired. I'm too old. I'm not doing all that. So we want to find a problem. And again, I talk to Brian all the time. Before his son went off to college, how we gonna pay this? How we gonna pay this tuition? Got to get this tuition paid. Like, man. So his problem is he want to make sure his kids are taken care of financially. His problem is he want to bring his wife home from work. His problem is he wants to come home from work as well. He wants freedom. He doesn't like having a job. This is his first job he ever had in his life. So he wants to get off the job. I've learned that from conversations and talking to him. All right, we don't have to come out and ask as soon as they get started, hey man, why are you trying to make this money? Because if you really don't know, you just like, man, I see this as an opportunity. So when you're prospecting people, you're talking to people, for example, last night, I was having a conversation with a prospect. We started talking about Bitcoin. We started talking about different cryptocurrencies. And he brought up Polkadot. He brought up XLM. I said, oh man, I need to send you this video. I need to send you this video right here. Oh, I think I shared the wrong screen. Did I share the right screen? Okay. Chairman, let me see. Did I share the right screen? There we go. Chairman 100, Justin Owens, how to make money Forex, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency with Justin Owens. It does not say anything about I am mastery, nothing. They don't even talk about building the business. They're just having a conversation. And this is a very popular 316,000 subscribers. This is a very popular YouTube page. And he's just talking about cryptocurrencies, Forex, how people look at it. And if you looked at the guy, let me go back, which I thought was funny. You see his facial expression? That's how people look when you say Forex. Because it's become such a buzzword, it has become such a cliche word in social media. Soon you say Forex, people, that's how they look at you. Because it's like, I see the scam bots, I see the posts, I see all this, get rich, blah, blah, blah. So that's how they looking at you. But, and that, I just paused on that, but it was a great conversation that you can have with people to get them going. You just want to get them thinking about their problems and how something they want to, how something they want to do, they want to learn. Okay, we have the solution for it. You want to learn about cryptocurrency? We have the solution. We have DCX Academy. All right, we want to cater our conversations to being able to prospect. Next thing, let me go back. All right, let me share this out. Another thing I would use, the Sunday call. I'm just giving you different ideas of how to prospect. Who do you know that's a Kappa? That's a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Who do you know that's a Q? Who do you know that's a Delta? Who do you know that's an AKA? Right? Digital entrepreneurship for the culture, hosted by this many Kappas. So you go to your friend that's a Kappa. Hey, man, some of my business partners are getting their frat brothers together, and they're launching a big project that, you know, I think you might be interested in, man. You a Kappa, they Kappas. Hey, man, we having a call this Sunday at 3 o'clock. Can you make it? Can you make it to that call? I got a couple of slides. I ain't no Kappa, but they let me be on the call. Yeah, I could be on there. Let me see what the bro's talking about. Right? So you want to use different tactics other than, hey, man, we about to do Forex, man. We about to get rich at Forex. So be strategic with this. Have conversations. That takes the sales stuff out of it. It takes the anxiety out of it, right? And that's what most people get hung up on, is they feel like they don't want to sell people. And I understand that. I don't want to sell anybody either. I was okay at sales, but I mean, it's not something that I want to do on a daily basis. Now let's move on to the next step that really clears up a lot of things. Because when you start recruiting, we want everybody to go chairman the whole family, right? Everybody go chairman. These are the numbers, and it's pretty spot on. And this is I learned this a long time ago. Hold some bugs, look it up. So when you sponsor people, part of the blueprint, go platinum 600 personally. That means sponsor 12 to 15 people. Bring in 12 to 15 customers. Seems simple enough. It's a challenge, but that's the goal, right? Now, of that 12 to 15, go ahead and put in your book. Go ahead and remember, 20%, they're going to quit. 20%, so let's just say 12. So 20% of 12 is what, 3 people? 3 people, they're going to quit. I've had people quit before I had the chance to announce them in the Telegram chat. That was astounding to me. I was like, put them in, wait, we talked for a minute. Hey, send me a picture. I saw the volume in the back office. Hey, I still ain't got that picture. I got to add you to the Telegram group. Never responded. Forgot about it. Came back late on that night. The volume was gone. I said, man, you quit that fast? Okay, cool. Not a problem. The next 20%. The next 20%. They are going to, hope that's spelled right, incubate. Incubate. These are the might people. They might get on a call. They might get on a go live. They might tell somebody. They might come to a live. They do a lot of mights. They look good. They speak the part. You really want them to win. And the thing about most of the people that are incubators, they are the people that are closest to you. They are the people that's closest to you. And you want them to win so bad because you see it in them. You see chairman in them. You're like, bro, if you just activate, you would kill this. You would kill it. And you just trying. You come on, let's go. You text them, you call them, you send them videos, and you tag them on Instagram. You do all the things. If they hear this, they're just gonna incubate. They're just gonna incubate. I promise you, I've been down there. Let them incubate. It's okay. Have them in the Telegram chat. Thing you need to do, keep getting better. The next 20%, they're going to build. The next 20% are going to build. And this is where you need to spend 85% of your time. 85% of your time needs to be focused on the people who are doing the activities. I don't care if they have not sponsored anybody. I don't care if they have not made $1 in the market, but they are focused. They are trying. They're trying to figure it out. Some people, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time for it to click. And it's like, okay, I got it. It's going to take some time for people to figure out their groove, to figure out their personality when it comes to this business, to figure out who they want to be in this business. But those are the people you want to focus on. I would be focusing on these people, while the people that I didn't know, or the people that I met via social media or whatever, and they're like, man, hey, I'm right here. Hey, I'm trying to win. I'm trying to win. I'm on the meeting. I'm on here. Let's go. Focus on those people. Focus on those people. Because those three, because you don't need a lot of people. You just need 3 to 5 people to say, we're going to get it done. That's it. You don't need everybody. I know we say chairman the whole family, but everybody can't go. That's just facts. Everybody can't go. And the last 10%, they're going to build it big. You don't have to say anything to them. The best thing you can do when you get somebody that can go and just can run and just go get this work done is to be their support. Be their support. When they have questions, hey, how does this work? Answer the question. Work with them. Hey, but go do your work. A lot of times, and I've seen it happen in a past life in the company, this guy literally just tried to manage me. I'm like, bro, I've sponsored all these people. I know what I'm doing. Let's go to work. I'm gonna call you when I need a 3-way, but let's go to work. You can't manage me and then try to like, why aren't you recruiting people? So that's the thing about it. Like, if you try to manage people, people gonna look like, well, shouldn't you be bringing somebody in? Like, shouldn't you be talking to somebody? Shouldn't you be trading? Shouldn't you be doing something? But you instead of asking me, hey, how many people you talk to today? Nah, we not Brian's manager. Like, we not doing that. We're not bugging people about what they should be doing. We can tell, hey, this is how we do it, but you're not trying to bug people into doing it. But according to the blueprint, write out a list of 30. Write out. And I love what Jeff said Tuesday night at the Blueprint Live in Central Georgia. Jeff is agreeing. Jeff needed laid out. A, B, C, D, E. He's going to follow it. A, B, C, D, E. Let's go. But a lot of people, it says clearly, write out a list of 30 people. Have you written out a list? Do you have a journal? You take notes. Write. It says write the vision, make it plain. When you go through your phone like this and like, man, let me scroll through my names. Yeah, I'm gonna text him. Oh yeah, I text her. No, you're going after the people that you're safe talking to, that you feel comfortable talking to. Write out a list of 30 people that you highly respect, that you might even be scared to have a conversation with. But write out a list of 30 people and have a conversation. Ask them if they're open. Ask them, hey, I have utmost respect for you. You're a businessman, you're an entrepreneur. Listen, I'm starting a business. It would be great if you would take a look at what I'm doing. You may be able to refer some people to what I'm doing. I would really appreciate if you could take a look at what I'm doing. Oh yeah, no problem. I do it all the time. I'm just looking for referrals. If they want to get involved, great. If not, great. It doesn't matter. But you're just having a conversation to just talk to people. You're piquing their interest. So write out your list of 30 and take your call block, whether it's an hour, 30 minutes, and contact them. Contact them. If you normally talk on the phone with them, call them. If your conversation is via text message, text them and say, hey, you got a minute? Let's hop on the phone real quick. Sure, no problem. What's up? But I found if you just call the person, because I'm one of those people. We normally text and then all of a sudden I see my phone ringing and I'm like, why are you calling? We just text. That's just the age of, that's just how people are right now. So, hey, you got a minute, man? I just want to call you real quick. Cool. Clear the schedule, have a conversation. Peak interest, show the plan, 3-way call. Guys, I just talked about the Kappa call on Sunday at 3 o'clock. What I would encourage you guys to do, and do this often, even when I was talking about even prior to inviting for Tuesday's event, live event in Central Georgia, send them some information. Send them some information so they can already know exactly what this is about. So if you're talking to somebody that's a Kappa, and say, yeah, some of business partners, man, they getting some of their fraternity brothers together. They having a call on Sunday, man. I know you're a Kappa. I know you're AKA. I know your husband's a Kappa. I know you're part of the Greek life, whatever it is. Hey, you might be interested in what they're doing. I want to send you some information so you can check it out. If they're a Kappa, send this video. It's of David. He says in the video, he bumps into a fraternity member. He says, what up, Nuke? So they automatically have a connection. Oh, he's a bro. He's a Nuke. Okay, cool. Let me see what this is talking about. You're connecting the dots for people. We're not talking about Forex. We're not talking about anything of that nature. You're connecting the dots. Then send them this 10-minute overview with Jason Brown. Guys, let's be honest. It's a white guy. Most of us, we're talking to black people. So when you send a video of a white person, it's like, it throws you off like, oh, this is a lot of people doing it. It's not just Kappas. It's just not black people. It's just not young people. Oh, it's a white guy. It shocks their mentals. Guys, I promise you, I hear people, oh, is white people doing this? Yeah. Like, I get that reaction. I'm like, it's funny, but it's like, wow, okay. But that's how people think. So we have to be a step ahead of how people think. People are finicky. So you just have to connect the dots for them so they feel comfortable with the information. So for instance, Tuesday, they coming to the meeting. Tuesday we had a great time. Shouts out Dane, man. Appreciate you opening your home to it. Had a great time. We had some guests, but because there was a lot going on, people excited. We about to get on bingo. We eating pizza, man. It's family. It's a family reunion. They probably didn't get all their questions answered. Right? So it was the first time, the first run of it. So they probably wasn't sure exactly how everything worked. So prior to inviting them, they say they coming. Okay, great. Send them the 10-minute video, businessgains.biz. They see the video. Okay, they can watch it. They can watch all the videos and do whatever they need to do. By the time they get there on Tuesday, they have an idea of what's going on. Okay, cool. This makes sense. Then they're kind of ready to get started. Okay, so do that. Keep BAM family. Book a meeting from a meeting. Keep giving them information. Keep connecting the dots. So when they can make a decision, especially in a live environment, they're like, hey, man, I'm ready to go. I'm trying to get on. And also, before they come, give them a call. We need to get you set up with a pocket options account, demo account, so you can join into bingo so they're not just sitting there looking like, I don't know what's going on. No, you got to focus. You got money on the line. So when you see these numbers that we write on the board, you can push, call, and put, and you see how it goes. Right? Bingo is a powerful tool that we have to take advantage of. And I have printouts of the blueprint to hand out to everybody. I wanted to have it last time, but Apple did an update and we just not getting back up. So another thing, three-way calls. Three-way calls. And I want to show you some examples of how finicky people can be. So I'm going to set the scenario. The wealth call, great call. Last Thursday, I think, Dr. Carter Calhoun. I invited 5 people. One person never got back with me. 2 people told me, not right now. Did it through with another person, and Leah got started. Cool, that's pretty good odds, 1 out of 5. So what I want to talk about is edification and three-way call etiquette and overall how to handle your business when you're talking to people. Because this is a business. Like we couldn't call a C-suite individual, the vice president of IT, and just be like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? What you trying to do, man? No, it's a business conversation. So setting the scene, had a conversation with a friend of mine, a frat brother of mine. If Tamika came and said, hey, you need 5 groomsmen, he would be one of the 5 groomsmen. So again, remember when I've said it before, the people that you know, the closest to you, the people that you know, they trust you. They trust you. They don't respect you. And that's okay. But even if they do have respect for you, that's cool. But a lot of times when they have respect for you, they're just like, oh, you can do it, but I can't because of whatever respect or reverence they may have for you. So to me, to get a lot, oh, you're a doctor, you can do that. This has nothing to do with surgery. Nothing at all to do with surgery. But because the people that are, oh, you're a doctor, you can do all that stuff. Okay, no problem. So we had a conversation. One of his problems was he wanted to impact the Black community. He was tired of people, not knowing how to take care of their money. He was tired of people not knowing how to invest. He wanted to have extra time with it. I mean, we had the whole blown out conversation. Like, okay. Now, again, I usually don't recruit capitals. I usually don't prospect capitals. But since we've had this conversation, listen, I need you to get on this call Thursday. Black wealth, this is what you're looking for. Everything that you said you wanted to do, this is what you're looking for. So let me share my screen, a snippet of the conversation. Can you guys see that? I hope so.
Yeah, we see it. We see it.
Okay. Okay, cool. So I know you guys have always heard me say, don't talk about money. Don't post your profits. Don't do this. Don't talk about money. If someone asks you how much money you made, none of your business. I am 100% on people when they ask, so how much money have you made? I'm 100%. They never get started. 100%. I'm sure some other people tell you the same. As soon as they ask that question, they're not getting started. I can promise you. It may be 1 or 2 that still get started, but as soon as they ask that question, they're out. Because the number is never going to be right. I don't care what you made or what you're doing, financial, that number is never going to be right. So he got on the call. That's not my organization. Hey, I need some of y'all to tell us y'all best days. Cool, not a problem. If that's what they want to do, fantastic. That's what he texted me. Bruh, how much to get in the game? 25K in 1 day? I need a Zoom with you, no cap. That's his text message to me. $235 to get started with the academy and join the family. You need to talk to Jeff Felton, Lambda Phi. He's a leader on my team. You trust Jeff? First of all, I said he's on my team. Second of all, I said he's Lambda Phi. which is our chapter. Third of all, why would I put you on the phone with somebody that I don't trust? I taught Jeff, of course I trust him. Send me Jeff's number. People try to take control. Send me Jeff's number. I will call him tomorrow. Let him know I'll be calling him. No, you will not. This is a business. You cannot just call Jeff, who has a job, a career, a family, to call him to ask you random questions. Why? You don't deserve Jeff's time. No. Give me a couple times you're available, a couple times you're free, and I'll see if he's available for a Zoom for you two to talk. Jeff is here. My prospect is here. You have to earn Jeff's time. Jeff is not my upline, and I don't say the word down. Jeff is my business partner. You have to earn his time, okay? And there was some more in between there. He kept asking. I said, bruh, give me a couple of times so I can see if he's available. And one of those questions can't be how much you making. Flat out told him. His response, bruh, really, that's personal, and I do have etiquette. I haven't asked you that, and I know you. Come on, bruh. I tell that to everyone. He gave the times. Fantastic. We got the time solidified. Sunday, 4 o'clock. Great. We get on the call. Little secret sauce when it comes to three-way calls. If it lasts longer than 15 minutes, they're not joining. They're not joining. If they have a bunch of random questions about nothing that's leading to nothing, they're not joining. They just want to sound intelligent about having these questions. The call on Thursday was 2 hours. The only question that he should have had was, hey, is it $235 a month? Or maybe after I get my 2 and I get another one, do I stay free or what? Questions like that, okay. But the purpose of a three-way call, honestly, is to sell, for people to sell themselves. They've seen the information. They just need to figure out if they want to be a part of the family. I didn't even need a three-way call for Leah. Hey, Leah, what did you think? What did you like best about what I saw? Man, I like the Black Wealth, man. I've been talking to my son about that. He in high school. He not sure what he want to do. You know, I told him he need to look at being an entrepreneur. She's selling herself. I barely talk. I said, okay, great, awesome, fantastic. So, what as far as finances, like, what are your goals? Like, you make a good living as a manager at Walmart. Like, what makes you, she like, honestly, we are the first people that are laid off. I had a colleague that was laid off, and I had a conversation with him like, hey, you think somebody get laid off? You're like, man, that life is over. And come to find out, he a millionaire. And she was shocked, like, how are you a millionaire? We the same job. We got the same title. Like, he was like, oh, I invest. I do a lot of investing. So she knew then, okay, I got to get this information. She was ready to go. So what's the next step? Just get started. Cool. Going back to my frat brother. Our conversation, all these questions. Just, I can't even remember the questions. So about 30 minutes in, and I saw it coming. Say, hey, Jeff, I want to ask you, because they said it on the call. So what's your best day? I just showed you the text message. One of the questions cannot be how much money have you made? I told him that. What he say? My etiquette. I have etiquette. I would never ask nobody that. Wouldn't do that. Keep in mind, I said the number never would be right. He texted me 25,000 in one day. I need a Zoom, no cap. What do I need? You heard 500, 1,700, all these different numbers. Why does Jeff's number matter? You can't pick Jeff out of the lineup, just like you can't pick the rest of them out of the lineup. So it's soon, hey, time out. Hey, Jeff is on his 90-day trial period. He can only take 1% trades right now. He's learning a skill. I started to end the call right then. But the only reason I didn't simply is because he's a close friend. I was on fire that he asked the question after I already said, don't ask that man about his personal business. So, needless to say, I have not heard back from him, which is no problem. I understand that. But we have to just know that how people operate. Look for the clues. Look for how you don't have to believe everything I say. Just take a portion of it. And somebody say, hey, how much you making? See, keep track if they get involved. Keep track if they get on the call. If they keep flaking on getting on Zoom, 3-way calls, whatever, see if they get involved. And even if they do get involved, see how active they are. Right? How you do anything is how you do everything. So treating it again like a business. Okay, guys, a couple minutes, gonna wrap this up. So again, we just want to make sure, again, we're treating it like a business and we're having adult conversations with people. We're not selling this. We're not trying to get anybody on the first conversation, the first contact. No, we just seeing if they're open to invite to BAM Fam to BAM Fam. Another reason why I'm against posting profits and telling people about money. In this business, you can accidentally make money. Like you can literally accidentally make money and you're like, man, I made 500, post, click. And you might say, how would I accidentally make money? Bingo, Breakfast Club. You didn't have to do any markups. You didn't even have to look at Cash Trap. You didn't really have to log in to I Am Mastery. All you had to do is push call or put. When Malik or Dr. Kelsey or Anthony or whoever said hit call or put at this number, and you made money. If you cannot teach somebody exactly what you did to make money, don't post it. And even then, don't post it. Because they don't care. They can't spend it. The people that want to do this, they don't care about your money. They just want to know that you can teach them, that you can help them make some money. So they can go off and do it themselves. Right? That's the whole goal. Come in, let's get this education, let's work together, drop the charts in the chat. Hey, let's see what you're looking at. Wealth is a team sport, so we can all go get the bag. Whatever the bag means for you. Like if it's 6 figures, if it's 7 figures, if it's 50,000, it doesn't matter. But whatever the bag means to you, because it means something different to everybody else. It means something different to everybody. So we can't necessarily think that everybody wants to be Matty Pips. Somebody might just want to make an extra $1,000 a month. And that's fine with them. But as long as we can bring them in and say, hey, this is support and resistance. This is resistance. This is support. Let's show you how to get to the bag. We want this, 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 this. Money. Money. It's a lot of carrots that are being dangled. That's why Cash Trap, Simple Scalper. It's all kind of tools. People don't stick with a strategy long enough to become proficient at it. And then they get mad. It's like, well, you know, this ain't working. I'm gonna go to levels. This ain't working. I'm gonna go to Gold Cup. This ain't working. I'm gonna go to DeLorean. This ain't working. I'm gonna go to pivots. Support and resistance. That's one of the main reasons why I'm like Cash Trap, Simple Scalper, support, resistance. Those red and green lines, you hit this line, go down. Make money. Other way, This is what we want. Boom, 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 boom. Money. That's it. Cash trap, simple scalp. Get people to learn that. You give it 90 days, man. Shout out again to Jeff. He like 90 days. Right now, you don't know why you taking the trade. You ain't got a clue. Malik don't even show his markups. He just had the broke up. You don't know why, but you just hit call and put because you trust it. They do a good job. You take it because you trust it. You take Matty Pips because you trust it. After 90 days, you need to know why you're taking the trade. You need to have a pair, two at the most, that you know I can sit down every single day and make money. And when someone comes to you and they so how much money you make, bro? Really none of your business. But honestly, I make enough money in a day. You want to get to the point, I make enough money in a day that you're making the whole month. Now what? You ready to get started? What's the right number? Like, once you learn this skill and you comfortable with it, sky's the limit. But we have to make sure that we are comfortable with it. That's why it's like 90 days. 90 days you could pay a car note. 90 days you could pay the bills. 90 days, build your account up. Become a 4-figure trader. Take that 250 to the 4 figures. You're gonna feel real good. Keep building that 4 figures up. Next thing you know, you're a 5-figure trader. You're gonna feel really excellent then, right? But it starts with the basics. Starts with the basics. Peak interest, show the plan, 3-way call, do some edification in there, treat it like a business, let people know this is my business. If you paid $1 million to learn this information, I guarantee you'll treat it different, but we did. So it is what it is. But that's all we got, guys. That's all we got. Oh, last, before I forget, I got to put this up. I don't know why I be trying to forget. Somebody asked me a question. They said, how do I get my people started? I already gave you numbers. How do I get my people started? You can't. You can't. All you can do is keep looking for people. Do work outside of the people that you brought in. Bring in some new people. Bring in some new work. Keep working on your trading skills. If you struggling on the recruiting side, that ain't no problem. Keep talking. You'll get better. You'll get better. Just like trading, prospecting the same way. You have to just do it. You have to just pull the trigger. You might be nervous, but you just have to pull the trigger. But you can't get anybody to do anything. The best thing you can do is get into a live event. March 13th, Blueprint Live, $25 for 5 tickets. Guys, we got to pack it out. I want to go to Bass Grant because I don't want him to come way from Tampa for 5 guests. Just no. I respect them too much for that. I don't want Dr. Kelsey coming from Tampa area for 5 guests. I respect them too much for that. No. Let's go out. Let's talk to our people we brought in. Say, hey, listen. Know you might just be chilling right now. I know you might have a lot going on. But we having our first big event March 13th. We flying some leaders in. Come in, get your bundle, commit $25, bring you some people with you. Bring you some people with you. We're gonna have a good time, we're gonna celebrate, and we're gonna learn. I want you to see exactly what I saw. Well, Jeff and Patricia, I want you to see what I saw in Houston, Texas. We trying to get it here, right up the street here in Atlanta. Like, come on. On the 13th of this month, we going out and run around. Again, yeah, when you have people that are willing to travel, like Jeff came down, Patrice came up, when you have people that are willing to travel to help, to support, to do whatever they can, you can't beat that. That type of commitment, that type of enthusiasm, it has no choice but to explode. No choice but to explode. But we just got to keep showing documentation, showing the plan, tagging each other. Hey, shout out to Daniel, shout out to Travis, shout out Jeff, shout out Mark, shout out, because we could post all day, but when someone else tags us on social media, that's when your nosy friends like, who is that? Who is Marcus Bridges? I don't know that person. Let me see who that is. Oh, that's okay. All right. People know. That's people finicky. But March 13th, guys, let's make this big. So we can go to Bass, be like, Bass, bring the heat. We ready. Let's get it. Guys, I appreciate your time. Open mic. If you got anything, if you need anything from me, let me know. Open mic, unmute yourselves. We good.
Tobias, this is Ken. I got a quick question.
What's up?
Did you say y'all gonna be in Macon? You say you're gonna be in Macon next Saturday?
On Tuesday.
I mean, Warner Robins. What'd you say?
Run Robins next Saturday. I'm gonna make the event bright. We'll be at Rigby. We're gonna go bowling. It's an entertainment center. They'll go hang out, bowl.
Oh, okay, so it's not a training or nothing to have people come to. This is a group thing.
Yeah, it's a group thing.
This is a team thing.
Yeah, team thing.
Oh, okay. I was about to invite some folks. Okay.
Invite them, tell them come bowl. You know, tell them hang out. So and again, like those types of events, unless it's like, we got something really private that we're just trying to do together. But like those types of events, those another option to invite people to, so they can see it's just not like we ain't just sitting around all day talking about charts. We don't want to make this all we do. No, we real people.
And I'm on my way to Dublin right now, but I will hit you up so I can get that thing situated. We're supposed to get fixed with the marking up the charts.
Oh yeah. Just call me. I'll be back. I gotta drop Tristan off, but I'll
all right.
be back.
Okay.
All right. Cool. We good?
Good training tonight, brother.
Appreciate you, man.
All good, bro. Good info.
Appreciate you. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you guys' time, man. Don't forget, tomorrow, David got the 2 calls at 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock. And then, of course, we got our team call on Sunday, man. So I appreciate you guys.
All right, man.
All right, man. Good night.
Good night,
Good night, y'all.
Good night.